Over the last 16 months, our first guest tonight launched a popular sitcom, won an Emmy, sat with Oprah, and just this month hosted Saturday Night Live. You can see the season finale of her show, Abbott Elementary, a week from tonight here on ABC. Say hello to Quinta Brunson. Boy, by the way, congratulations. You did a great job on Saturday Night Live, which I would imagine is terrifying.
Thank you so much.
Was that scary to do?
No.
No?
No, I wanted to do that ever since I was a child. You know, SNL is like what gets most comedy people into comedy, and it was the time of my life. I miss it.
How old were you when you thought, I would love to be on Saturday Night Live?
I was like college age. I wasn't a kid, but
yeah.
I was in college, and I was like being a dork, staying in, you know, watching SNL at night, and I just was like, yeah, I would want to be a part of that cast. And
you mentioned something in the monologue about maybe like wanting to audition, but did you ever actually make a serious attempt to be on the show?
No, because when things are too difficult, I tend to retreat, and I know people say that isn't the right way, but sometimes I think it is the right way to go. I was like, truly the audition process seemed really hard, and I was just like, I don't know, maybe I'll make a TV show instead, and that worked out.
You trusted your instincts.
I did. I trusted my instincts on that.
Well, it did seem to work out. You actually showed a video during the monologue that I would like to show again, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Let's take a look at that.
Hi, I'm with your daughter here, and we're so proud of her, but really proud of you, not only because you were obviously a great mom, but because you are a teacher. Most important job there is.
Now, the guy imitating Obama does a really great. It's an incredible. He looks like him. He sounds like him.
When I first showed that at SNL to the writers, they were like, "Is this AI?" And I was like, "No, it's really him." But AI is getting really dangerous.
Yeah, AI is ruining everything.
It really is.
So when you got that video, did you send it to your mom immediately, or do you wait to watch it while you're with her?
No, I sent it immediately because I didn't tell my mom that I was going to meet him. I talk about this in my monologue, but I keep certain stuff from her because I just don't want her to get too excited. I don't know, it's too much for me. It's like, what do I look? I look at being like, hey, I'm going to hang out with Obama today. So I just didn't want to say that. So I just sent it to her with no information. And I think she was just like, she was like, is this AI? I'm kidding. No, she doesn't. No, it shocked her. She was happy. I mean, it's true. Her job is the hardest in the world, and I think to hear it from somebody like that she's appreciated, it just, you know, you can't buy that kind of stuff. I cannot pay him to make that. I tried. I'm kidding. I didn't. He wanted to make it. I didn't even ask him to.
Oh, he asked to make that video.
Really
that's very nice. So
very sweet.
I mean, boy, I can't even imagine how much your head must be spinning with some of this stuff. Because hey, you're having dinner or whatever with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I think you sat down for an interview with Oprah.
Winfrey.
Who is she your friend? Would you say Oprah is a friend?
She is like.
Be careful.
I know. She's very supportive. Sometimes I feel like I've gained a mentor. Other times I think I've gained another mother. Which, to anyone who has one mother, sometimes two can be like, that's a lot of moms to have. But she's truly wonderful and a great. I mean, I don't often ask for like mentors or anything like that, but it's nice to have someone who knows the ropes of television so well, just kind of be available for me to, you know, ask stuff about.
That is really something else. It was like, as I mentioned in your introduction, is 16 months ago this show went on the air.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Who's even left? Like, you got Oprah and Obama and like...
I think I'll go to space.
Yeah, you should. You might as well go into space.
I know.
Meet some of the people up there, you know?
I know. No, I just want to take it. I want to chill. Because I bought a house, so I want to just sit in the house. That's been so exciting to me. I've been watching television shows.
Oh, that's good.
Been catching up on TV. That's been really great. I've been resting.
Been making television shows, watching television shows. Very cannibalistic in a way, you know? So you're hanging out in your house, and
Mm-hmm.
that's exciting, and all these fancy people you're involved with. I know you went to Philadelphia to shoot. Had you ever shot in your show in Philadelphia before?
So, for the first time, we shot in Philadelphia. We shot the finale of this season in Philly. I'm so excited. We shot at a very famous museum to us Philadelphians called the Franklin Institute, right? Okay, good. It's really famous to these 4 people. But it's like our Smithsonian, and that's where you go on your field trips. And I was just over the moon that they let us come film there. But it was the first time so much of my crew had been to Philly, and we were landing right in the middle of the Eagles playing the game to win the NFC East.
Oh, is that right?
We landed right in the middle of that. So the Eagles wound up winning. We arrive at our hotel. People have already started climbing the poles in the city because that's what Philadelphians do. And my crew was like, so this is the city that we're making the show about. I'm like, yeah, this is a
That has to
good
be kind of weird
representation.
for them. Yeah, they've been making this show about this very detailed show
Very
about
detailed show.
Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and then they're in Philadelphia. Like,
But my crew loves it. They're all like they all used to work on like Survivor or different wilderness shows like Naked and Afraid and stuff. So they really like to go out into the mix. So they went out into the streets of Philadelphia and also climbed poles and also like became one with the people. My director, Randall, he brought a bunch of pizzas and ice cream for all the Eagles fans who were staying at our hotel. It was really incredible.
So they didn't attack you guys and tear you to pieces?
Yes, yes, because we looked out of place.
I
but-
remember you telling me about a sandwich shop called Wawa's in Philadelphia.
Wawa.
Wawa.
Yes.
This is a place that you go. We actually
Yeah.
ordered some of these sandwiches.
Really?
Yeah. Guillermo has them right now. Tell me about
Such a
these.
sweet surprise! Thank you!
We got them 5-day delivery, so they might not be that fresh, but
That is such a
these are
sweet
veggie, a turkey, and an Italian. What would you order at Wawa?
Italian.
Italian is the
Thank
one?
you. Oh my God. See,
Yeah.
you asked what. I don't know what's gonna happen next. To go from Obama to Oprah to Wawa is like so.
Well, maybe we'll eat a sandwich. We'll take a break. Quinta Brunson is here. The season finale of Abbott Elementary is next week. Right back.
So, what does a Gregory pack for an overnight trip to the Franklin Institute?
We have a do-rag, all 13 essential vitamins,
Of course.
and night socks.
Night socks.
Yeah, but after I take off my day socks.
Today's the big field trip to the Franklin Institute, which is my favorite museum of science and technology.
And it's a sleepover.
Yes, our first sleepover. Because neither of us have ever done a sleepover before.
With teachers.
And the kids.
Everyone.
And everyone's gonna
There's
be
gonna be a lot of
here,
people
so,
there.
Yeah.
That is Tyler James Williams and Quinta Brunson in Abbott Elementary. That is the finale of the season next week. Your second season, right?
Yes.
Have you ever been on is an overnight field trip a real thing?
An overnight field trip is a real thing. I've
Oh.
never been on one. So part of the reason why I wanted to do that episode is because I wanted to live vicariously through my show. Because I always thought it'd be cool. You know, it's called a sleep-in, a shut-in, or a sleep-in when people sleep at a museum or like a library overnight.
We never had that. I mean, we had the worst field trips ever. I mean, we'd get in a bus and go like to some courthouse and watch somebody's dad get arrested. It was, like,
What?
it was never that great. It was something always very educational. Although in Brooklyn, we went to the aquarium and the planetarium.
aquarium. Yeah.
No, the planetarium, that's
The
where we went.
planetarium is a good place.
But they didn't let us sleep over at the I would love
You
to
can sleep over at the aquarium too. I don't know. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do what
if
you
you
want.
get
You're
drunk
rich.
enough,
you
sure,
can do it.
you can sleep.
But it was so exciting to actually go there and have that experience. But yeah, I'd never gotten to do it in real life. So
What about your family back home? Did they want to come to the set and
Oh, my-
see everybody and everything?
it was so exciting because my family is primarily on the East Coast, so they never get to see me do anything in person. They haven't gotten to see a season of Abbott. Some of my brothers and sisters have. The award shows they watch on TV. This was the first time they actually got to come see what I do in person, and I feel like you can relate. Sometimes people, they see the TV show and they can't comprehend what's going on behind, which is great. That's what we want TV to be. We don't want you to be thinking about like the gaffer sweating,
Right.
holding stuff, but it was incredible for them to actually see what goes into just a shot one scene of a show.
And to meet the gang from Naked and Afraid.
Yes, very impressive. My dad actually just wanted to spend time with the lighting crew, so he got a sandwich and he went in their tent and he never came out. That was exciting to him.
Why was he particularly interested in the lighting crew?
Department? Because those are his people. Like my dad's he's a construction man.
I see.
He installs lights and stuff. So he could care less about me or Tyler or anybody. He was just with the lighting dudes, these are the real stars.
Did anyone ask to be on the show, to be get parts in the show?
No one asked, but I put my family in the show. So the thing about going to Philadelphia is we couldn't bring our regular background kids from LA with us. It's crazy because actually some of our background kids were in your Metallica thing. But anyway,
is that right?
Yeah, I saw them. I spotted them, some of my babies. And we couldn't bring them with us. You can't fly 100 kids to Philly. And so I
Certainly not during the NFC Championship game.
Would have been horrible. So we had to get kids from Philly, and I was like, I know some kids. First of all, I have 1 million nephews and nieces, and so I think I have 7 nephews and nieces in the finale episode.
Really?
Yeah. See if you can spot them. We all have the same face. So, and that was super fun. Friends of mine from school who now have kids, their kids got to come be in it.
Oh, that's the greatest.
It was incredible.
They must be excited about the show next week.
I think they are.
Is there going to be a big thing where everyone gathers and watches, or are they doing that anyway?
I think people, not to toot my own horn, but I think the people in Philly, they watch every Wednesday.
Did you double check to make sure all of your nieces and nephews and friends' kids actually are on camera in the background of the shots?
I did my best. Look, at the end of the day, I'm most worried about making a good show. So if the shots with one of my nephews, he wouldn't stop sleeping. And I said, you gotta get up. You can't act like this. You're representing me, but...
Who's your sleepiest nephew?
My sleepiest nephew, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want people to look him up, but he's very little and he was in the front of the shot. And I think because I was there and I'm his aunt, he just felt comfortable napping on me. And I was like, you gotta wake up, man. You can't, you gotta show up. And he's just like, I'm tired. I'm like, that is Nepo baby rhetoric. You need to get up and work. You need to show up. And yeah, we had to wind up pulling him out because he wouldn't stop falling asleep, poor baby, but.
One of the nice things is a lot of times when people who are not used to being on television or whatever, they look into the camera. On your show, it actually could work.
It actually works. It's great when the kids look at the camera. We love it, but we just don't love them to fall asleep.
Yeah, you know what they say? Staying awake is 80% of it.
Of the job. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just staying awake. That's so true.
I mean, Guillermo's asleep, but everybody else is...
Okay.
Well, it's great to have you here. Congratulations on another strong season 2. The season finale of Abbott Elementary. You can watch it 1 week from tonight at 9 o'clock here on ABC. Quinta Brunson, everybody. Thank you, Quinta.